Coach, let's talk a little bit about the NFL, college football, and how they're connected. How would you describe or categorize the relationship between the NFL and college football right now?
I don't think it's ever been better. 15 years ago, I can't say that. I could see there was a separation, but Roger Goodell, who's a dear friend, as well as Troy Vincent, the number 2 up there, that they've worked very hard. And we work together on safety, player safety, which is obviously the most important thing, but also the rule about players coming out early. The NFL, people might think the NFL wants them all out early. That's not the case at all. They really do want to do what's right by the player. We've had, every year we had to deal with that. So the NFL relationship, it's never been better. They try to give us as much information as possible. It used to be very abstract, the result, the scoring they give you on your juniors.
Right.
It's very detailed now. It's very detailed, and I think more and more players are making better decisions. I know some don't, but because the NFL has worked so hard with college.
You brought up players going out early. I have a feeling you disagree with me. I believe they should be able to go anytime they want. Your feeling about that, and I also think they ought to be able to declare, and if they don't get drafted as high, or don't get drafted at all, or don't get drafted where they want to go, they should be able to come back. So I'm a little bit radical maybe when it comes to that.
Let's talk about that for a minute. I'm not necessarily disagreeing anymore. I used to be, but there's so much misinformation. The only players that I've had make wrong decisions are the ones that have been misinformed by agents and I'm not saying all agents are bad. There's some are great ones, like anything in life. There's some that are awful. And they get to these players and their families and he needs to leave. I had one player tell me one time, well, my agent said he can get me into the first round. I was like, what planet are you from? That's not gonna happen. The issue is the scholarship count and numbers. So if you say, okay, Jerry, you're my starting center, you can leave early or try it, but then you can, after the draft, come back. How do you count that in the 85? So
I have an answer for you.
Okay.
We have to average 85. So maybe sometimes you're at 88. Maybe sometimes you're at 78. Give the head coach a 4-year average so that he can try to manage this thing. But to say there's no solution, that's like me saying to you, there's no solution, you beating man coverage. You wouldn't accept that. The football players are the only ones that don't have the freedom to do things. Baseball, hockey, basketball, it's always the football players.
And the older I got, the more I have a tendency to agree. I say I'm all the way there yet, because I still have the handful that have made very, very bad decisions. They leave college without a degree. I know they can come back. Some don't. And they leave without the college experience. And every one of them have come back to me and say, why did I listen to this person? Instead of making a very well-informed, educated decision, which now more than ever you can. Just listen. But sometimes, like all of us, you don't like exactly what you're hearing, so I'm gonna go listen to the guy that's telling me all the good stuff, but not necessarily the true stuff.
So let's go to the early out. Let's go to Jadeveon Clowney. I have a feeling, I'm not for sure, that he could have gone to the NFL after his freshman or sophomore year. And I have a feeling he would have been paid maybe $10 million for that. And for some reason, we're saying to Jadeveon Clowney or someone in his situation, you are in the minority, but we are not going to stop you from money that you will never, ever make again. He's never going to make that money again. Why can't he go out early? Or why shouldn't he be able to go out early?
I can't argue that. I can't argue that. I can just say for every Jadeveon Clowney, I can name 30 players that are going to make the wrong decision and leave without a degree, leave without a collegiate experience that they love,
right,
and come back to you and say, why did I listen to those people? So you have those. I've had a few of those players too, the Zeke Elliott's and Joey Bosa's, Nick Bosa's. Those, people are saying, why are they playing? But for every one of those, I can give you, I'm not going to name names, but some examples where they get cut before they even make a roster.
Do you ever have an interest about coaching the NFL?
I did a little bit and had a couple opportunities, and I really looked at one, not real long, because I was at a great place, and it's a different world. It's one that I have great respect for, and obviously Coach Belichick's a dear friend, as many other coaches, but it's a whole different world.
How much do you talk to your players, or did you talk to your players either in recruiting or on your roster about, I can help you get to the NFL, or if that's one of your goals, here's what I suggest you do? How much conversation?
It's become, it used to be 20, maybe 30%. I say it's 90% now. Everybody comes to an Ohio State or a top program with the dream of playing professional football, and they want to hear how you're going to help them. The teams you recruit against, the Alabama, Clemson, those teams, that's a big part of the focus of right or wrong, that's the truth. And you know what you just said, who can earn that kind of money in You know, if you have a chance to, that's generational money. Can we help you get there? Yes, here's our track record. Is that all we talk about? No, but that's a huge part of the conversation.